So I learned something yesterday that I wanted to pass on to you guys because I think it's very relevant, very interesting. And this is for those of you who are looking to put on muscle, which I would argue most of us should be aiming to put on muscle, not just for aesthetic purposes, but for longevity purposes. The more muscle we have, the more glucose or sugar disposal we have. So that means lowered blood sugars. This is incredibly important for preserving bone density, so preventing things like osteopenia or osteoporosis. The list goes on and on. Muscle is incredibly important. And when we talk about how to consume our protein, because of course muscle is mostly protein, there are a couple tips and tricks. We used to think that you couldn't absorb more than 30 grams in one sitting. So that seemed to be the sweet spot. And what they're actually finding is that you can very much absorb more than 30 grams in one sitting. And in fact, it's actually more important to hit your minimum requirements per sitting in order to promote muscle synthesis, the building of muscle. So we're not just talking about hitting your daily requirements, whatever you gotta do to hit your daily requirements. But if you want to put on muscle, there's a minimum amount you need to consume in one sitting in order to stimulate that process. So that's around 25 grams per sitting. And so you would do yourself a bigger favor if you consumed at least 30 grams per sitting. That has more of a muscle promoting effect than just a 5-gram protein meal. And so these are very important things to think about if you're really prioritizing putting on muscle. Comment below if you have any questions around that, and I hope this was helpful for you today.